Hey y'all, welcome back to CorasTruth, where this is a safe place to accept your truth to change your future. Happy Thursday. I pray that all is well. You have been productive in your day. I'm coming to you a little late in lunch. I've been very productive in this day. I've been excited about what God is doing in me. It's like he's downloading so much, and I'm taking so much in and trying to produce so much, and I feel like I have a little time to do it, so I'm excited about it though. But I wanted to come to you all today with a video on confidence. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you would go ahead and be so kind and go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, because I do talk back and I greatly appreciate it. So today we're going to talk about confidence. I'm excited about this because this is something that I've always struggled with. Definitely not an expert at this. This is only by what I've learned, what I'm learning, what I'm doing to build up my confidence, what I'm learning from others, looking at them, in their confidence, and, it's helped me. So I'm going to share what I've learned with you all. So let's just talk about confidence, what it is, so we know what we're dealing with. Confidence is faith or belief in yourself. It's a feeling of self-assurance, and it's firm trust in you, knowing that you got this, with the help of God, of course. Confidence is built on accomplishments. As you progress, you gain belief in yourself. So it's not something that, you automatically have per se. It is something that is built. So as you do things and as you accomplish things, then you build more confidence and you become more trusting in yourself, in your knowledge, in your wisdom, in your words, in your thoughts. So that is what wisdom is. And this is something I struggle with only because of experiences that I've had in life, being rejected, being looked over, not believing in me because I didn't think I was worthy, or, I'm not the glamour girl, as I stated before. And I'm gonna get over that. I'm trying to get over that. I may not be the glamour girl, but I am a glamour girl. So going into glamour girl, one of the things I've always dealt with and struggled with is my weight. I've always let my weight hold back my confidence because I've struggled in my weight. And it's something that I've soaked over and was like, this will never, I'll always deal with this. And to a certain point, I still do deal with my weight, but I'm in a much better place than I was a few years ago. I've tried every diet you can think of. I've jumped on diets, jumped off diets. And what I had to learn was this is a life change. This is not a diet. It's a life choice of change. I've had 2 weight loss surgeries. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. The first weight loss surgery I had was in 2016, was a sleeve. And that's basically where they just cut your stomach down to the size of a banana. And it was working great. For about 4 years, I was doing well. And then all of a sudden, January of 2020, I started gaining weight. I was having issues with hernia. I had issues with, what else I had, Lord? I wasn't eating right. Let's just be honest. I was not eating right. It hadn't hit me it did hit, and then all of a sudden I saw the weight loss, and it was like, oh, you could do what you want to do. No, you can't. That's why you had to lay on them people's table to get cut in the first place. But I had a hernia. I had severe anemia. Oh God, what is it called? Acid reflux, really, really bad. And sometimes the sleeve, one of the things that happened is the acid reflux. So I went back in last year of October and had the gallbladder, but I had I cannot think today, bypass, the gastric bypass. And that it has been very successful. I eat a whole lot better. I don't look at it as, a bad thing. When I want something, I have it. I just have it in a smaller quantity, and I choose more healthier options throughout the week and on weekends. But I don't deprive myself of something that I would want. Now, this, you can't have a lot of sugar or whatever, so my body lets me know, hey, we can't do that, and that's fine with me, because that keeps me accountable. It keeps me consistent and gives me discipline. So I'm fine with that. So with your weight, don't sulk over it. Do something about it. Either you're going to do something about it, or you're going to stay in the same place. Don't sulk over it. Sulk over it. One thing I did when I was bigger to help with my confidence, even before I had the surgery, I always made sure I looked nice. I accessorize with my outfit so that, that can help boost my confidence. So when you look good, you do good, you feel good, and that will help in your confidence. So even if you decide, I'm not saying take my journey with the weight loss surgery, that was my decision, that was my business, and I did what I wanted to do because that's my business. So do what's best for you. But one thing I can say, if you decide to, take better options and do it the without having surgery, make sure you look good. Keep your hair done. Keep yourself nice. That way, that help boost your confidence. I can tell when I'm starting to feel depression. And when I look at myself, I'm like, I'm not dressing up. I don't feel good about myself. Let me change my hair. Let me do something different. Let me put some earrings on. Let me put my jewelry on. Let me get up and do something for self-care for me so that I can feel better. Those are some things that will help and boost your confidence. Another thing that I dealt with was how I talk. Country, I use a lot of Ebonics. I don't speak in a way that I guess somebody would speak in higher positions or speaking to the world or whatever. I don't worry about that anymore. I use that to my advantage. So people pick up on the things that I say, and they'll use it, and they'll say, but it helps. Whatever I said that was country, Ebonics, they use that and laugh at it, but they remember what I said. And it becomes a PowerPoint for them because I have influenced them with whatever God wants to use to influence the person. So just keep talking. If language or your voice or how you talk is an issue for you, just keep talking. Don't change that. That's how God created you, and he'll use that for his glory. He said that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. So he will use whatever you have or whatever he created in you for his glory. Don't be ashamed of it. How you talk, your language, that's a part of you. Do you. You will grow on people. And if you don't grow on them, oh well, everybody's not going to like you, just like you don't like everybody. It's some things that some people you don't like in them. So don't let that keep you from building your confidence or being confident in yourself because of how you sound or how you talk. Do you. Let your voice be heard, okay? Something else I deal with is nervousness. One thing I do is I always show up on time, or I show up early. That way I can get a feel of the atmosphere, and I can, kind of do me, have that time to myself to pray, to get, familiar with the room and, where people will be sitting, what I want to do during my presentation or whatever's going on, just so I can be comfortable. And even when people start showing up, there's still going to be a nervousness, which is good. That means that you're not arrogant. That means that you depend on a higher power. You depend on God to be like, okay, I need you to help me get through this. That's a good thing. That's a human instinct, nervousness. Do what you need to do to get through that nervousness. Take your time. Also, slow down when you speak. The faster you speak, it shows that you're nervous. Because you begin to stutter. You begin to jump over your words. Even when I notice on these videos, when I'm nervous, because every time I get on here, y'all, in the beginning, when I start, I'm nervous because I'm okay, like, what am I going to say? And then I'll just let it flow. I'll just let it flow, because whatever I have to say, somebody needs it. I may need it that day. So just speak and just let it flow. Don't try to get it all out. Don't think that you got to be perfect. Don't think you can't use notes. Look down at your notes. Take pauses. You know, one thing I was watching Bruce, a comedian, and he was teaching the 85 South Show. If y'all don't know that, YouTube it. He was teaching the younger comedians things that he do to help him not to be nervous. And I love that, because these people that have been in the field, have experience, are teaching the younger people coming up how to get their money, how to, last in this area so that you can be successful as a comedian. And one thing he said was, when people start laughing, don't keep on with your joke. Pause. Take a minute. Laugh with the people. Let them know that you human. Be transparent. Be like, okay, that was funny. Let's laugh together. And he said, take a moment. He said he could tell in some of the comedians that are nervous, or they just got to get the joke out. It's not relatable. It's just something that they wrote down. They just keep on with the joke. So now you caught up in the last thing that person said, and you not even hearing what the end of the joke. So you didn't miss the end of the joke because you caught up in this because this is funny. Give yourself a break so that people can laugh or understand, comprehend, ask questions, whatever needs to be done. Even if you just need to take a break for yourself, just so you can think. Just so you can think. Take that moment to so that you're not feeling nervous. And I was like I was saying earlier, when I get to the whatever area, I get there early so that I can feel the atmosphere, meaning that I discern, what's going on, just kind of pray and worship in that area, just to get a calm spirit. Get a calm spirit going on. So when people come in, they're calm and they're relaxed, and they see you see them. And it just builds a rapport so that, you can show your transparency. And it opens people up to you to be receptive to you. And that will help in your nervousness, because now that they see, okay, she cool. She just like me. I can learn from her. It opens them up so that they will be attentive and they'll be into what you're saying. And that'll help you, because you're like, okay, they really listening. Let me give what I have to give. Let me pour out fully. I'm helping me today. I don't know if you're learning something, but I'm helping me today. Another thing I do is I admit my mistakes. Don't hide them. If the mistake is funny, laugh at yourself. I do that all the time. I think it's funny. I'm my best comedian. I laugh at me because it be funny. It's like, you really said that? You really did that? Girl, you crazy. That shows your transparency, that, you're not trying to hide your errors. It shows people that, okay, she cool. She made a mistake. She made a joke out of it. She cool. Mistakes are okay as long as you are accountable and you take the responsibility to fix the mistake. Learn from your mistakes, learn from them, and teach them. That's something else. Yesterday I was watching Bruce as he was teaching how to be successful in the comedian world. I'm not doing that. I was just watching. I just love listening to people with experience teach. Because even though I'm not in the comedian field, you learn, and I can use that here. I'm using it today. See, I just listen sometimes just to be listening. But something that he said was that he tripped on stage one time, and he made a joke. And that joke out of him just tripping was for about 30 minutes, and people laughed. That wasn't even part of his opening act, but because of his mistake, he joked about it, and it was a success. So don't be ashamed of your mistakes. Show them. If it's out there, show it, tell it, learn from it, help other people to learn from it, so that they know to not, hide things. You don't have to be ashamed. Be transparent and always present a positive vibe. One thing I do and I try to do in my everyday life, is not easy, but I practice it, and I also practice it at work, is if there's an issue, I tell this to my team. There may be an issue, and I would tell my team, yes, it's an issue, but we're going to be all right. We're going to get through this. We got through this. We can get through this. We're going to be all right. And we had an audit, y'all. And one of my supervisors, she was really like panicking because it was an eligibility error and we were going to get hit with it. And she was worried. And I told her I was worried too. But I said, girl, we're going to be all right. I said, if I'm not worried, don't you be worried. She was like, you're not worried? No, I ain't worried. But I was worried. But I ain't let her see that. Your strength is going to provide strength for other people. So you have to not to be fake, but sometimes you have to decrease how you're feeling and build up that strength, that confidence, that boldness, so that the people around you can see that and they can be like, okay, well, if she cool, I'm cool. We're going to be all right. Even if it was an error, I still would have been like, we okay. It's okay. It's an error. We make mistakes. We're going to learn from this. We're going to teach this so people learn, and we're going to move on. But y'all, even though it still was an error, it came back that it was a correct. And it was definitely an error. But not only did that teach me to trust God, because God can do anything. It is impossible without him. You hear me? But it also taught her to trust God and to be positive in a situation. Yes, you're going to worry. It's human. But be positive in a situation and know that everything's going to work out. Excuse me, your language and your body language needs to match. You can't say, I'm happy. People gonna be like, I don't know what kind of happy she is. Pause. I don't know what kind of happy. Y'all, this is a protein shake. Don't think that I'm just, because I did just talk about weight loss. This is a protein shake. Caramel. But your body language and your language have to match so that people can hear your words and see that you're excited about what you have to present, and they're excited too. I have been in some of the most boring, the information was boring seminars, but the person was hype. So I'm just like, okay, what's the hype about? Like, what you so happy about? Because what you presenting is boring. Sometimes your body language will change the perception, or what's the word I'm looking for, will change the atmosphere of what's going on, even though the information may not be good or whatever. But your language needs to match your body language. Sometimes we need to rebuild our confidence. Life will allow you to let your confidence dwindle down. Rebuild it. Obviously, you know how to build up your confidence because you've been there. You just allow life situations to take effect in your life that have brought you down. Get past those things and build your confidence back up. Review your achievements. You have testimonies. Remember them. That is, testimonies is evidence that you have done this. Remember it. Build on that and move on. Write out your positive affirmations and post them up so that you can see them. Put them somewhere up in your office, in your bathroom, in your room, in your living room, on your refrigerator, on the front door. Put them somewhere so that you can see them. Because when you see something every day, you start living that. That thing becomes a part of you. And then the last thing is trust God and trust you. He resides in you. And if he's in you, you're going to be all right. You hear? You're going to be all right. So that's what I have today on confidence. This is something like I said, I remind myself, building my confidence as God is building CorasTruth. He's building Arlise. He's building my confidence, and I'm glad about it. That is what I have for you today on this Thursday lunch talk. I pray that your day continues to be a great one. I pray that everything that you're needing in this day is already done. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all.